Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly, and today we're going to work with Pan Pastels. This has been a very highly requested video. I'm working with different lighting today, so let me know what you guys think. If it's too much shadows, I don't know. I'm trying just to kind of get this lighting under uh, a little bit of control. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of you have been asking about pan pastels and what they are. Well, pan pastels are pastels. Um, you could use your water soluble oil pastels. You can use, I have regular oil pastels. They're from Sennelier. They're creamy, they're delicious, they're lovely. And I have pan pastels. So pan pastels are just that. They're pastels in a pan, and you can use them on whatever. I love to use them in mixed media, but you have to use them in a way that they don't smudge or smear. And I will talk about that in a few minutes. Now, this is Bristol paper, and this is what it is. You get it at um, your local art store, AC Moore, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Joann's, blah, blah, blah. Walmart. I mean, you can get it online. Blitzy. If you're not familiar, Blitzy is a craft site that sells crafts up to 70% off, and they sell everything from paints and pastels and stencils and clay and all brand name stuff. They have like the Jane Davenport stuff. They have plaid. They have resin. They have markers and pencils and colored pencils and watercolor pencils and oil paint and acrylic paint. And do you see what I'm saying? You can find Tim Holtz stuff on their alcohol ink, distress pads, all that kind of stuff on Blitzy. The link, if you want to check it out, is down below. I'll try to put it up in the corner here. Sometimes it doesn't let me, but go check it out. Link down below, and they have fantastic stuff. So let's go on. So this is what they're going to look like. This is the metallics. Now, my daughter Emily bought these for me for Christmas a couple years ago, and I really love them. They're shiny, so the light's kind of reflecting, so I'm sorry about that. They'll move in a minute. And then I have these colors, and then that's a little deeper, and then these colors. So we're going to play a little bit. And like I said, this is Bristol paper. And what is so great about Bristol? Oh, sorry, I already got dust on there. What is great about Bristol is it's so smooth. I love it for pastels. I love it to paint on. I love it to rub against my face. I love it to draw on. I love it to color pencil on. I love it to watercolor on. I just love it. It's very smooth. No tooth. Okay. Now, this is not primed, this is not gessoed, this is not gel mediumed, this is a nothing. And we're just going to see a few things and how they work. So you can get different kinds of things for these. This was, okay. So you can get it looks like a makeup sponge. You can get that. You can get these, which are very handy. You can get what is that, a handly thing that comes with these little, I don't know if I have any left. They must be, maybe I have them downstairs. But you can get these, and you put new ones on. This is one from here. And we're going to also show you how you can use a makeup sponge. And what else do I have? I think that's it. Yeah, I just have another. I must have another bag up there that I didn't grab. Well, Dave didn't grab because I had to get him to grab it. Okay, let's move on. So that's where we're at. And these are not permanent by no stretch of the imagination. So we're going to play a little bit, and then I'm going to show you a few little hints and tips, and then we're going to go from there. So, oh, look at all that dust that comes off. But I mean, they're pastels. That's what they are. So this is like a makeup sponge. You can get these like a puff thing at the dollar store. You can get these as a makeup thing in makeup sponge in Walmart, any kind of store that you go to. You can also, the kind of material this is like the sponge that you use like for concealer and that kind of stuff that maybe comes in your powder pack. If you don't use those, take them, save them, use them for this. This is great. These are just chunks of, you can see it looks, you know, it's very dense. It's just a little sponge. Again, like a makeup sponge, we have a makeup sponge that I cut because I used it for paint. And again, we have this. Now, look, I like somebody who gets, like, I call them a twofer, and it means 2 for 1. So if I can use these pan pastels and, you know, maybe something else in replace of this, where I can use it as my, mm, just the name of it just left. You know what this is, you know. You put the paint, you scrape on it, it'll come to me, I'm sure, at some point, where you can maybe take a piece, you know, like put a slit in here and slide this down. Do I have a, I don't want to touch a knife today. My hands are like shaky and kind of weird. So, but let me see, because it's for my video. So what you would do is just take your X-Acto knife and just make sure it's sharp, because mine are not. We don't need to show you getting cut, and you can see it's just a little bit. Please be careful. And like I said, use a sharp one, because mine is not, and it's gonna give me a little bit of problems of cutting. So I'm just gonna put this away. I need to get the new blades on there. Have them, just have not done that. And then you would take this and you would shove it in. You had to get that a little deeper than I did, but I think you're getting it. And you would, you know, you would take it, you want to cut it through the end. You want it to end about here, so you have good coverage. I mean, you can still use that. I mean, it's not that deep, but we'll play. But you see what I'm saying? Yes, this is smaller. You can cut these to make them smaller. Sometimes at the dollar store, I've seen smaller makeup sponges. You know, this is going to drive me nuts. But so we're going to play with this in a minute. So let's start. Leave those together. Let's start with laying some color down, shall we? So I'm going to start with this. You can see it gets a nice little point and that kind of thing. And I'm just going to spread colors and show you some of the colors, so, you know, you get a kind of a understanding. So this is white. Now, obviously on white, you're not going to see white, but I'm going to put it down anyway. I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to get some of this yellow. I'm going to put it next to it. I mean, look at that. Look how beautiful. I mean, that's gorgeous, and it's going on fantastic. You can wipe these off to clean them. I usually like to have a paper towel, and you just kind of go like this. Okay, and that's going to take the majority of the color off, so you're good to go. So you don't need like 1,000,006 things, right? Everything's 1,000,006 with me. I don't know what that means, but and then oh yeah, and they blend. So I mean, you can blend, and look at the smoothness. I'm going to make this go out a little further. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Okay, and then let's go for orange. Look at this. I'm just moving it over, and that dust is color, so you don't necessarily want to, you know, you just kind of want to wrangle that back up. Can you go on top again? Of course you can. Look at that. And you just get a more opaque, delicious color. These are so much fun. So I'm just going to turn this over for now. And what we do, we did white, yellow, purple. Let's go for black, just because I'm trying to not forget anything. Look at this. Look at that, how beautiful. Ho ho. And what I do with, I tell you what, mess is me. So I'm just going to wipe it, you see? Look at that, and then wipe the orange. Now, what you can do, if you're doing a project, have another piece of paper next to you, because then what you can do is, instead of doing it on here, which is what I meant to tell you earlier, you can do it on another background and just make a background. Do you know what I mean? If you're into mixed media, your ATC cards, your art journal, you see what I'm saying? I know you do. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Okay. So, oh, let's do this purple. I mean, look at that color. I think the lighting might be helping. I'm not sure. I'll have to check, have Emily check it for me. Look at that. Now see, it looks a little blue to me on screen. And that just might be that my camera is just not going to pick it up. Do you know what I mean? Because the rest look good, but that looks a little blue. And it's not, this is blue, right? This is purple. I mean, can you see that's purple? And that's purple on my paper, but it's coming up blue on the thing. I don't know. Maybe it's like I said. Okay, so let's go in for blue, baby blue. Oh, yeah, I didn't put that much on there. Look, and I'm just going to keep going over it till I get the depth that I'm looking for. Look at that. Oh, is that gorgeous? Now I go like this, blow. But like I said, if you have the space at the moment and you have a paper next to you, just take these, wipe it off. You could blow the dust on it. That would work good too. Okay, let's not go there. Anyway, so let's get some dark. This is dark blue. That's blue. But it's not coming up as dark on here. So when I'm done, I'll lift it up. Now I'm going to go a little bit into this light. And I want to see, so I didn't clean off yet, us blending these. Oh, look at this. Look at that blending. So great. I'm going to go in circles. Look at that. Oh, yeah. All right. And I'm going to do, I'm going to wipe this one more time. And then I'm going to do, what else do I need? Red. I think that's it. And then a couple metallics. And then we will be on to, let me show you. Well, let me show you. So we're going to go in with red. Gorgeous. Look at that. Gorgeous. Now you can see there's a little bit of blue left in there and it's pulling a bit purple, but it's still, like I said, it's gorgeous. Wonder if I put it over the white, if it would make a pink. Yep. I'm just trying to, and you don't forget those ends. I just want to see if I can make a pink with this. Yeah. Yep, that went pink. Awesome. So that's fantastic. Okay, so we have the red orange. Y'all see that? Now you can see the dust. And like I said, you know, you can save it. You can dust it on your thing, which I'll do in a minute after I show you the other things. And then, you know, we'll go from there. So let me just show you. Now look, you see what's down here, don't you? I gotta arrange these colors. Look what color's here. Bam, that's my color. Now I can see the color is a little off. This is very bright and it's not hitting it. And I don't want to spend too much time playing around with my color, but it bothers me when things do not show up. The color. That's not going to do anything. That's just going to blow it out, which we don't want. No. No. That looks purple. Let's see. Let's see if it changed that green a little bit. A little bit, you see? So that was white balance. Let me see. Yeah. Let's save that and see. Now you can see that's purple. Okay? That it's been bugging the crud out of me. So I'm going to go with my favorite real quick just to show you. Look at this. And I don't think I cleaned the brush. But you'll get the idea. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to move these over here. And there's a light lavender. What else do I have there? Like a light brown. A lot of good stuff. Now, let's try a couple of the golds and the silver and the copper. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this. And we're going to work. Now, this is the same thing. You can wipe it off, turn it. You put your finger on here if you're using this. If you've used these before, you know these things slide off. And if you have any tips, let me know down below. Because I'm a rhymer today. I'm a rapper. Let me know down below what you think about the brush. That doesn't do anything. Now you can see there's a lot of powder residue, but we're playing. So I'm going to go into the light metallic and give it a swipe. Oh, that's light, so it's hard to see. Let's go into the dark one, and I'll hold this up to show you, but look at this. Emily got these for me for Christmas, all the metallics one year. Oh, so happy because I just love them. Okay, so that's the lighter silver and the darker silver, and these, of course, like I said, you can build up for more, metallic or deeper shades, more opaque, rather, is the word I'm looking for, Kelly. Okay, you can see there's like different variations here. Can you though? I don't know. Okay, if I hold it like this, you can look how gorgeous these are. So let's go in this. And then this. Oh yeah. And will I wipe this off? I'll wipe it off here. That's what I have here. Just so I can finish these. This delicious gold. Oh, again, you can go in deeper. I will hold it up. It's hard to see that one. And then this like antique gold. Look at that. You can see it's a deeper shade. It's not coming on. It's not going down. You're going to have to build it up. See if I build it up, a couple swipes, how much better it gets. And I'll leave the bottom part not swiped. And I'm just blending it. So those are everything, and those are the metallics. Okay, so I'm going to move these over here, and I'm going to show you the big brush, the big sponge rather, and then we're going to go into just a quick kind of thing. So you see these are gorgeous, okay? I'm going to blow. All right, yes. So you take your eraser, and it's magical because now you can blend with your finger. You can, you can really blend with anything. A Q-tip you can go in with for smaller. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Like you want that on your eyes, don't you? Not really, but you know what I'm saying. So I have just a putty eraser. I have a better eraser underneath everything I have piled here. We're not going to go there today, but watch. What happens is you can erase. Now, on this putty eraser, obviously, I'm going to have to wipe it off. But, and I'm sure any eraser. But if I go in, let's say I don't want a certain color, or I made a mistake coloring, you can erase these. Say what? Yes, I said erase them. What? Yep, erase them. And you can also do the, look at that. You're just taking off. I mean, yeah, you got to do a couple passes, but look at that. Deliciousness, right? I mean, like, oh, I made a mistake. Oh, look, I did this. What the heck did I do? I better just take that off. Look, gone. So, can you see how wonderful these are? Now, you know how to use this. You just kind of mush it all together. You can wipe it off before you do that. You do your thing, right? Okay. So now we have this. And what I'm going to do is take a stencil. I'm just going to put it on here. It's a little kitty cat. I'm going to go in with the dark blue today. Again, I'll show you with the other tool. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here with my stencil, and I'm just going to go for it. And look, fungal. I knew that this was too, like, there's little two pieces on here to get caught, but you know what I'm saying. And I'm just doing my thing. Look at this. I'm going to lift it up or pull it off. Look at this. What? Give it a blow. Everybody needs to blow. And there you go. Because everybody needs to blow. Look how gorgeous. Now, I want you to look at something, and I'll lift this up to show you everything before I move on. Look how it did its own kind of line, like a tracing line, gave it depth. Same down here. Gorgeous, right? So think about when you're doing your mixed media and that kind of thing, and you want to layer these in and where you want to layer them. You can layer this on top of your acrylic paints once it's dry. You can layer this on top of, not dilaudid, what are they called? Gelatos. I'm wishing I had dilaudid today. You know, on top of anything, and we'll play with these. If leave me know down below, leave me know, let me know down below if you want me to use these in a mixed media, because these are a lot of fun. A mixed media background. Okay. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and you can switch us any side. Let's make them look at each other, but I'm going to use, now you saw this being used. We're going to try to use our makeup brush. I don't know if it's going to be on here enough, but I'm going to hold it when I go. And we're going to do this, and let's do pink. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to take some, you want some color, look at that. I'm going to go in and do the same thing. And you can see, remember those eyes, and I'm going to go in another dip. There we go. And I'm patting. If you go through this problem, pat. Okay? Because that'll help get through that. And maybe I want to go a little brown on the tail. Just a little bit, a little purple. I'm just going in. All right, ready? Ready? Okay, ready? Oh my God. There we go. And then blow. Now, sometimes what I will do is I will have a handy dandy cheap, you can use a cheaper brush. You can see this is a very flimsy brush. I like it. I like using it for overall and all that kind of thing. But what you can do is then carefully, because you don't want to move your stuff that you just did, your stencil. But you could take a small brush, little brush, and just kind of get the majority of it off. Now, obviously, the pink was a little bit more, and it might have been this because it's not been used a lot, and maybe it just doesn't have a lot of buildup, and that's just what it's going to do. But you can see you can use it. Do you see what I'm saying? And it didn't. This one didn't get as much, but I really like the way that tail looks. I don't want to screw it up too bad. And you can use a smaller brush to get in them little parts. If you make a mistake, what's great is you can just kind of go back in, line it up where you saw your mistake. And you don't have to use the stick. You can, this is for people like me who have hand issues that it's like, oh, good gosh. You know, you can just kind of go in and, you know, make it a little, maybe you want the eyes to be just a little bit. I'll just go on the corner there and kind of plop it in. See? And you just kind of tap. Like I said, this might not have been the best stencil. I think it's adorable, but I don't know so much it's the best stencil to use. You know what I mean? Okay. So you get it. You see it. And here it is. You just kind of dust it away. And when you're doing mixed media, you don't need, you know, anything so fantastic. So just so you guys can see all these colors, look how gorgeous. Look at the erase. Look at the stencils. Okay. Now there's more things we can do, but we're not going to do them today because I will keep you here forever. Forever, ever, forever. So I'm going to set this down here. This can be used again on canvases, whatever. So next thing I just want to show you is I was playing. And you can see there's some smudge and all. This is Mod Podged. Now, I Mod Podged it to seal it. But what happens is, because I'm brushing it, it obviously smears. Look at my hands, because it's a smeary thing. Now, if I went on, you can see this part right here, I dabbed it. I took my brush. You're better off to use a sponge brush, you know, a cheap sponge brush, and dab it. And then very lightly just pull it down so it's thin. So you can see the rest of it got smudged. Now, in mixed media, mistakes turn into some of the best things that you could possibly do. So I have a little bit of this gold left on here. And I'm just going to show you. We're going to layer on top. Nope, not enough gold there. I'm going to do dark so you guys can really see. I'm going to layer on top. So when you seal it, you can work on top of it. So this is just Mod Podge. So what I did, I just want to show you real quick because I think this is important for a lot of you who want to try these or maybe have them and you're just like, you know what I mean? So I'm going to take just a brush. You want it dry. My Mod Podge mat. I'm going in. And all I'm going to do is kind of just dab it. Right? Just dab it, and then I'll go on the flat side and kind of smooth it out, turn it over, same thing, and then leave it go. Same with the other side. And the more the better, honestly. And you can use your white school glue, but make sure it's not the washable one. Okay, you want the one that works. And if you want to demo with me doing that with this, I will be glad. So what I'm going to do, I wanted to show you how you work on top. Okay, I'm going to put this away. Out of the way with all my paints and everything else I have here that I'm in 6 different videos that I'm doing. And I'm just going to set this aside, but you see, and you got that blue there. So what I did was made this very orange face. And what I want to do is put a lighter something on her to show you the layering and how cool it is. And then I'm going to show you the product that I used to seal this and that kind of thing. So I'm going to clean him off because I don't want blow at the moment. I'm going to clean this other side. And I just want a lighter kind of thing. So I'm going to go in with yellow, I think, for now. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to hold this. And this is just for effect, the colors and all. This isn't for like anything, you know what I mean? This is to show you that there is really no mistakes. And you can do the same thing if you're using watercolors or your watercolor pencils, whatever. Like I said, any demos, let me know down below. I will be glad to do them with different ways to work with them in your mixed media. Or if you make a mistake, I can't tell you how many canvases I've went over. And you see, very quickly, you can fix that color. And the shape of everything, right? So see? Do under her nose. You can cover the whole face if you want. You don't have, I mean, you can, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to show you like covering certain parts. And then go in for the neck. Just go over there. That gives that a nice shadow there. I'm going to leave the blue eyes because I can work with those. I'm going to need deeper blue, a little bit more blue. And in this kind of painting, you don't have to worry about, you know, how big, she's like a little odd girl, right? And probably go a little bit more with her bottom lip and kind of cut it out a little bit. Okay. I think you're picking up what I'm putting down, right? I'm just going to give her a little mouth for now. I can build it out. But do you see the difference? Now I'm going to go in and I'm just going to move this around. And you can use any tools that you have if you want to use your makeup sponge, if you want to use your little, you know, your hand thing. There's some pink on here, but we'll just rosy up her cheeks with the pink. And so you can use this as well. And we're just going to go, this has a little yellow on it, and that's okay. But you see that you can paint over it, right? Okay. So you get my drift. A lot of fun, a lot of play. And like I said, I covered that whole color up, and I can go in and add some white just to lighten it up a little bit. Give her some highlights down her nose, her lip there, a little bit in there, and you just keep coming back and blending. And it's just a lot of fun. Okay, so like I said, I'll sit here and play with this all day. And nobody needs that. A little pink there. There you go. Okay, so you see, and like I said, I can cover this. I can just do this smudge. Look, I can smudge that out. And then I can go in and do a lip later. So, okay, so you see all that, right? And then down here, I did the metallics. Look how shiny they are. Just to show you, they're gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Again, like I said, no, I don't think I have, no, I don't have yellow. I thought I had a bright yellow, but I don't. I was going to do a little something up there, but I love this thing. This thing is everything. So I can go up here and really darken up the sky if I want. You know, maybe you want to do a cloud. I mean, look, this folds. Like, so you can really just kind of scrub in your cloud. Scrub in a cloud. You see what I'm saying? Oh, so much fun, so much fun, so much fun. And I know I'm not cleaning everything like I need to. You need to, you know, if you work with pastels, that's what it is. So that's all I'm going to do today because I could be here forever. And I don't want to, you know, I don't want to do that. But like I said, the, you know, the Mod Podge, it does good. The eyes here, it's a little, still a little wet. But what I use is called Spectra Fix, and it is a pastel fixative, all natural, odor free, original milk casein formula for pastel, pencil, charcoal, watercolor, and pencil crayon. So this stuff is great. You get a lot. Got it off of Amazon, and let me show you. I don't want to get it all over everything. But what I like to do to get to the point of working over something is I just take this, shake it, and I'm just going to spray it. And then I'm going to leave it dry, and I'm probably going to do this. I probably do this 2-3 times, depending on how sealed I want it. If I'm doing mixed media, I'll probably throw it on there, and one coat will be enough for me. And then I just set it aside, and it dries. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have these, and let me know what else you guys want to see. I will use it in my mixed media. You guys let me know, and let me know about the lighting. I'm very interested in what you guys think. And yeah, that's it. A lot of fun. And if you have these, don't be afraid of them. I know a couple of you wrote me in that you're afraid of them. Don't be afraid. They can be used in so many wonderful ways and not be wasteful. So, you know, it's a good thing. So as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. And I love you guys so very much. And I will see you in my next video. Progress, not perfection. Bye, guys.